Hello, Royal Family. It's your boy KD84 once again, and the Royal Family Sergeant of Arms. Just want to say shalom to the entire Royal Family. I just wanted to make a quick apology for the technical difficulties in the video of that a couple of my subs say they couldn't hear me through the last video, so that's the real reason I took it down. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this again, but pretty much mix and mingle the two topics at hand, which I believe go hand in hand. This Babylonian shithole system and this Edomite supremacist media. So I'm gonna go start off with Edomite supremacist media first, and but before I begin, I'd like to go into Psalms 58:3, and it states, "The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Now, family, you know for a fact that all this Edomite supremacist media does is what last stated in Psalms 58:3, the last two words. They speak lies, which is the very reason why they are never to be trusted. Now, it's funny that this anti-Trump bandwagon has started ever since he started to run and got elected and everything. But I'm not fooled, once again, as I stated in the last two videos, I'm not fooled by Esau's machinations. See, they like to play both sides of the fence, saying that, trying to tell me in a roundabout way that there's bad Edomites, good Edomites. No, you're all fucked up. I mean, they try to go with this left side Edomites are good and the right side Edomites are bad. No, you're all fucking Edomites. That's the whole point. And all of you, in one way or another, talking to you pathetic ass Edomites, y'all are in fucking favor of Edomite supremacy. I mean, the fact that you pay more in tune with your own media, especially you left wingers. You left wingers are very covert. You like to hide your fucking hate for Israel. You hide your hate for Israel so much that you like to include us in certain things, but only in certain times. I say, well, there's a very reason you let us into your athletic leagues, your pro leagues, really to exploit the shit out of us, and you look at us as entertainment. And your media is helping perpetuate that narrative. Now, I understand you guys run that media, which is why I trust none of you. And I'm talking to you, CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, MSNBC, NPR, and even you, Fox News. Even though you show a little favoritism towards 45, there's some of your commentators that want him out as well. And no, I'm not supporting any amount of Edomite supremacy as far as this media goes. Therefore, so I'm not going to take an article from any one of your websites. You're biased as hell, and you all support Edomite supremacy. So to all the major media outlets that support Edomite supremacy, fuck all of you. And that's pretty much my point of view, which is why I'll never trust these networks anyway. That's pretty much my point on that. So let's go to the next one. And let's talk about this damn government, which is the main holdup, the main source of Edomite supremacy. Let's start first with Revelations 18:4. And it states, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. I'm going to read that again. Revelations 18:4. And it states, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive none of her plagues. See here. Now, in regards to this so-called government shutdown, I'm just going to be very honest. This Edomite supremacy was built for Gentiles and Gentiles only. This is their paradise. This is their heaven. We weren't really supposed to be entangled with the agent side of Edomite supremacy. We weren't supposed to share in the workforce of agents. I mean, if you're a federal employee that happen to be melanated, you are indeed assisting and supporting Edomite supremacy. Now, funny thing, a certain sub tried to make me feel bad about these these folks, but I openly said to her, I don't. I mean, first of all, they did not want to come out of her, which means they did not want to separate themselves from Edomite supremacy. They could have went out there in the open marketplace and got employment elsewhere. You know, so how is it my fault that they started to partake in the sins of therefore Edomite supremacy, which in this case was a bunch of these no paydays. So they feel like, you know, they can ride the ups of collected taxpayer money, but then as soon as this Babylonian shithole system shuts the fuck down, I'm supposed to feel sorry for them? That was their time to separate from this Edomite supremacist workforce, which is nothing more than a bunch of fucking agents amongst Edomite supremacy. If you're a TSA worker, guess what? You're an Edomite supremacist agent. And without even knowing it. You can't just run around and take a bag from anywhere. Now, if you had a normal job, fine. I have nothing. I work a normal job. And yes, the main owner that I work for, yes, happens to be an Edomite. But when you're doing a freaking bidding, open bidding of Edomite supremacy, I have no respect for that whatsoever. None. If you work for any of these Edomite supremacist agencies, well, that's the point. They call them agencies for a reason. So, even by biblical standards, you're a freaking agent. You're working for their side. And you're working to snoop and snitch and pretty much watch out for any of us that go out of line. You're no better than these coon-ass slave catchers. You're no better than them. And that's just the main point that I was making. I want this system to die. I don't want it to keep going. I'm not going to sit around there, throw up my fist, and then want this damn thing to continue. I'm going to throw up my fist if I was a pro-black. I would throw up my fist and want this son of a bitch to die. And that's really my main point. But let me go straight forward to Matthew 10:5 here. And it states, these 12 Yahushai sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Let me read it again, Matthew 10:5. These 12 Yahushai sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. You know, I will say this. This is where Martin Luther King should have advocated more for the rebuilding of Black Wall Street instead of civil rights. this is where I was in favor of rebuilding Black Wall Street, because guess what it did? Black Wall Street activated Leviticus 19 and 18, which meant we would love our neighbors as ourselves. Number two, we would have been right in line with Revelations 18:4. We would have not only came out of her, but we would have never partaken in the downfalls of this Edomite supremacist economy. We would have been completely separate if it wasn't for that one fucking lie. Okay? And we also would have been in line scripturally in Matthew 10 and 5. Which meant that we weren't supposed to, if we would have had a Black Wall Street, we would have stayed out of the way of the Gentiles and never went that way. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I just pointed out 3 ways that Black Wall Street would have helped us out if Martin Luther King was in real negotiations with rebuilding Black Wall Street instead of fighting for civil rights at the time, which I felt was better in my opinion. And my main point in that last video that I took down due to technical difficulties was basically, this is a Gentile-supported paradise. There should be next to 0% participation in the agency side of Edomite supremacy, which is AKA so-called government workers, especially on the federal level. Leave those positions to the fucking Gentiles. That's what I really meant. So I hope the volume in this video was a little bit better to the subs out there. And I just want to say a shout out to Lisa Cabrera. Shout out to the Royal Queen, aka True Royal, and the entire Royal family. This is your boy, KD84, saying shalom to the entire Royal family.